Okay, time to look at regions in Chapter 3 today. What this is we've drawn the lines associated with our inequalities and we have to shade one side or the other. So what we do is we choose a point that is on one side of the line and we input those x and y coordinates into our inequality and we evaluate that and write it down. We have to decide whether the inequality we've written down is true or false. -1 is less than or equal to 8, so that's true. So that point is on the right side of the line, and we shade the side of the line that point is on. We've got a choice of two lines here, it's this one. And so what we're going to do is quickly shade the same side of the line that the point was on, because it passed the test. That's what we're doing when we do that test. We're testing whether that point corresponds to the correct inequality. -2 and 1 are quite nasty numbers. It's much easier to use 0, 0 if you can. If the line goes through the origin, you can't do this. So if we do that, we end up with the inequality 0 is greater than 23. And we need to think, is this true or false? Well, 0 is not greater than 23. So that's false. So we shade the other side of the line. We now go around and have a look at all 4 regions that could be our answer and look for the shading inside all of the boundaries of that region. And that's why the bottom right is the region we're interested in. And that solves our problem. Now the concept is no different if we have an inequality with a quadratic on one side instead of a linear. So what we do is choose a point. That trick of choosing x equals 0 and y equals 0, if you can, is a good one. If not, choose y equals 1 and x equals 0, or x equals 1 and y equals 0. Something easy. Anyway, 0 is greater than or equal to -12. Well, 0 is greater than -12. So we shade that side of the line. So this really only covers that final bit once you've drawn the line, shading one side or the other. So the region in this case doesn't have straight line edges. It's got a nice curved edge, but it's still a region. Now go and have a look at some of the questions from exercise 3G regions.